Hello everyone. So let's resume our React interview series. So as we are already solving the great front end interview questions for the React, and our question set will be from the user interface coding round, basically the machine coding round. So we have also previously solved our accordion component, and today, so going forward, we will be solving the contact form. So now let's see what's in there. Okay. So first read what is the problem statement. So build forms. Building forms is a common task in front end. In this exercise, we will build a basic contact us. Okay. So we will be building a basic contact as component here. Okay, so what are the general requirements? Let's see. The form should contain the following: name field, email field, and message field. And message field will be of the type text area. Okay, nice. And submit button. We should have a button which will be a submit button. Contains the text send. Okay. Clicking on the submit button submits the form. Okay, nice. The form and submission should be implemented entirely in HTML. Do not use any JavaScript or framework specific features in this. Okay, so in this basically we do not need to use the React. We can just write the plain JavaScript and execute the code. Okay. Okay, there is no need to do any client side validation on the field. Validation will be done on the server side. Okay, so as a front end guy, we even do not need to do any validation on the front end, because server side whatever will be sending the name, email, and message field, they will be already be validated on the server side, so we don't have to take care of that. Okay, now let's see. Okay, submission api is okay. Method we need to use is the post method. Okay, no problem with it. And the like endpoint, api endpoint, where we need to send the data, is this endpoint. This is the endpoint. Okay, nice. And we need to send it in the request body. So name, email, and message, these should be send as a request body, not as a query parameter. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, here if they have already said that we do not need to use any JavaScript or even the React there. So what we can do is that let's first take a look how that page will be looking. So okay, name field, email field, and message field. This is a quite nice feature, as I have already explained you in the like previous video. Like that they will be showing all the things, like whatever we need to build, they will be showing the preview for that part. So that is very good. Okay, now let's go to our this is a simple form. We need to just fill in some data. Okay, so now let's begin. Okay, we have this they have a component name submit form, like we need to ignore the submit prop. It's used by GFE, great front end engineering, like this platform, to intercept the submit form event to check your solution. Okay, just for checking the solution, they will be like also this is the event handler, which is fast from the React. Basically this is the event handler. Upon clicking this, we will be running invoking this submit form function basically here. So in submit form, whatever we have is that we are doing some, okay, we are doing some validation here, like regarding the like submit URL is correct or not, or the method we are using is correct or not, or the input fields are there or not, like name, email, or message, are these input fields are there or not. And yeah, and after that they will be just, this is a catch block, no problem with that. Okay, so let's build it. It's a quite easy question, and also marked here as easy. So let's solve it. So what we can do is that we can just first create some uh, div elements. So inside that div we can use label, as we already know, like for labeling something, like for name we should have for the name field we should have some label, for email field we should have some label, label, and similarly for the our message field we should be having some label are important, because like let's say for they increase the accessibility. Let's first write it. mm, okay, sorry. Okay, label, let's say I dot name here. Okay, so what happens is that whenever we are hovering over this input box, then this label will be called. So like some like people who can't see our website, they can hear it, like the browser will be read it out the label for them, so it overall increases the accessibility. Okay. Now what we can do is that just do some formatting, and similarly we also need three other fields, two other fields: name, email, and what we can see, name, email, and then our message. And we know that for message they have already said it that it should be of the type text area. Okay, text area. Okay, no problem. Type text area. Okay, this should be email of type email. That is good. And also it is a good habit to give some other attributes for these input boxes as well. For example, we can give name to it, so that for each input we should be having what is the name of that input basically. So also give it a name of email. Okay, name of what we can say, message. Okay, so okay, we are already seeing like we have name, email, and these are our fields basically. So that's good. Now we need to also create a one more button named send. Where they have said it. Okay, contains the text send. We need to create one more button div. Inside that div we can have our button, and in that button we can have like type type of that button is submit, because when we submit, when we click on that uh, send. Okay, so when we click on this button send, our form, whatever the details we are going to fill here, they will be getting the submitted. Okay. Now the thing is that we have like created the basic structure. Now what we want is that we want that when I click on this submit send button, then our form should get submitted. So for that, what in HTML basically we have two attributes basically for that. One is the action. uh, so in action, what we can specify, like for at which URL we are like sending the request basically. So basically our API endpoint. Okay, nice. Now there is one more attribute in the HTML forms, that is a method. We can write a get method here, we can write post method here, but yeah, like they have already specified that we need to use post method. So we will be writing post method here. So that is good. So now our like I guess most of the things are completed. Now let's just test it. Ram, email, and 56 uh, and something. Okay, not right. Let's write something, some good message. Okay, I am submitting this for. Okay, let's test it out. Okay, so here we can see we got an basically kind of alert message here, that is thank you Ram, your message was received successfully. So okay, that is good. So we have like completed the feature whatever the requirement they have set. Like we have used post method to send our data at the backend to this URL. And wanted to share some I just wanted to share some insights on this. The major insights are here is that like two things, two attributes, action and method. So in method, generally what happens is that you can also send this data, like whatever the data we are passing here, like the name, email, or message, we can send this data through the get request as well. But the problem with that is that um, uh, we will be sending this data in the query parameter. Basically, in for the get request, we'll be sending this data as a query parameter. So but there is a limit basically for that. The limit is that we can only send a limited amount of characters through the query parameter. So it is not a very good way. And the other thing is that the data is not private there. Like we can see, like in the query parameter, all the data that we are sending, that is like kind of not very good or secure way of sending the data. So just the sending the data in the through the in the body of a request is a good way to send the data at the backend. So yeah, like a throw post method, we will be sending all these like three fields through our body inside our body. So that is not visible as a query parameter there. So this is the difference between the get method and the post method. And post method, that is because of this reason, is like more secure or like more private basically. So yeah, this is the problem that we have solved. Now we can, like, just for example, like we can have more attributes here for the input field. Like we have name, we have type, we can also like input, let's say I just wanted to clear it. Let's say we can also add some placeholder values here. Like placeholder is equal to, let's say your name. Okay. And email similarly. Yeah, you have also understood, like we can add placeholder values here. Okay, we can also add IDs here. Like for this input, what is the ID? For that, like we can add name itself just for that, for this ID of this input field. So yeah, this is a quite easy problem, I would say. And yeah, like we have just completed it. And I have also shown you like what is there in the, they are validating the things here. Basically they are just checking that we are having the correct URL, correct method, or like let's just test them out. mm, Testing. Okay, now let's say if I have just used get method here, then what would have happened. And now let's submit it. So from here we can see like incorrect form method value. So here you can see incorrect for method value because our the method is not correct. So it is just a just check from them. So yeah, thank you, bye bye. And just keep learning, enjoy it.